So what we're working on today is what's called the pendulum step. It's a step that you see a lot when the fight is taking place on the outside and fighters are looking for ways to close that distance. This is a move you see Bruce Lee was a big fan of. You see it in fencing a lot. You see different versions of it in Muay Thai and boxing. But today I'm going to show you a few different ways how I like to use it and how to use it to cover distance and hide different attacks, set things up from there, and then also how to use it to get back out of distance, back to safety.
The pendulum step is more or less the opposite of traditional boxing footwork, where boxing footwork will have you step with the lead leg first and then catch the back leg up if you're trying to move forward. For the pendulum step, you're going to slide that back leg in and then step the front leg out. If you're going to move backwards, you're going to do the opposite. You're going to slide your lead leg in and then step back with your back leg. You can take little steps to cover a little distance, or you can take big steps where your back leg is almost catching up to your front leg. Your heels are coming together for just a split second. You can use to cover greater amounts of distance, or also to set up things like your lead leg snap kick, side kick, or push kick. This step is hugely versatile and can be used to set up all kinds of things. But to begin with, try isolating the movement and working just the footwork before throwing in kicks or punches or anything like that with it. Once that's smooth, then start adding in other things. I'm going to give you lots of examples of setups and things that I like to do off of this step, but the easiest one to start with is just the jab. You're going to feint the first jab to help hide the step, and then step into position and hit that second jab. 1, 2, 1, 2. Pendulum step in, pendulum step out. Here we're going to use the pendulum step to help us cut an angle. So same thing, we're going to feint the jab to pull our opponent's attention, and as we slide that back foot in, we're going to push off sideways, hit our slip step, and use this to cut that angle. Once you've mastered the pendulum step to the angle, you can do almost the exact same footwork to hit that right hand and then cut that angle anyway. Here's a Bruce Lee version. You saw him do this a lot. He'd feint the jab, slide that back foot in, and use that to cover distance for his snap kicks, either his high snap kick or a snap kick to the ribs. And here's the Muay Thai version. Same thing, we're gonna feint that jab, slide our back foot in, and this time it's gonna help us cover distance for our lead push kick or our teep kick. I'm a big fan of the side kick, and I'll pretty much do the same step to set this up. I'll step a little bit behind my lead heel on this one, but besides that, it's the exact same thing. To use this step defensively, you're gonna work the bag in boxing range and then see how fast you can skip step backwards and create enough distance to where you can't punch or kick the bag. And if you watch Conor McGregor's footwork in a lot of his fights, he uses this a lot.
This step has a lot of different uses, from, like I said, covering distance to setting up punches, to setting up kicks, and even cutting angles.
If you found this video helpful, remember to like and subscribe.